It was supposed to be a serene night of stargazing by the Tungabhadra river canal just across from the iconic Hampi heritage site in Karnataka. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for a group of tourists and their guide. On Thursday night, two women, including a 27-year-old Israeli national and the other, a 29-year-old local resort guide, were allegedly raped by three unidentified men in a brutal attack that also left one male tourist missing, drowned in the canal's dark waters, and later his body was recovered. The incident unfolded in the backpacker-friendly Anigundi region of Koppal district of Karnataka. The Gangavathi Rural Police have sprung into action, registering a case against the three assailants under serious charges that includes a rape, robbery, assault and attempt to murder. The suspects remain at large, but authorities are piecing together the harrowing events based on a detailed complaint filed by the local guide in the following morning, that's on Friday. According to her account, the group of five, comprising of herself, two foreign tourists and two Indian travelers, had set out on scooters from their resort for a laid-back evening under the stars. The party also included 23-year-old American Daniel Peters, 42-year-old Pankaj Patil from Nasik in Maharashtra, and 26-year-old Bibash from Odisha alongside the Israeli woman. They settled near the left bank of the Tungabhadra canal, close to the Durgamma Gudi temple by Sanapur Lake, which is a spot known for its tranquil beauty. With a guitar strumming in the background, they were soaking in the night sky when around 10:30 p.m. in the night, the peace was completely shattered. Three men rolled up on a motorcycle, speaking a mix of Kannada and Telugu, and appeared to be in their early 20s. At first, their approach seemed harmless. They asked if the group had any petrol to spare. But the mood shifted quickly when they demanded 100 rupees. When the tourists refused, the situation escalated into violence. The guide recounted in her complaint that they didn't hesitate, and one of them started arguing, and then they attacked the tourist group. In a chilling sequence of events, the assailants turned on the three male tourists first, shoving Daniel, Pankaj and Bibash into the cold, rushing waters of the canal. As the men struggled to stay afloat, the attackers set upon the two women, subjecting them to a vicious assault. The complaint paints a grim picture. While the women screamed for help, the men allegedly raped them on the canal bank, showing no mercy despite the group's desperate pleas. After the assault, the attackers didn't just flee, they looted the group as well, snatching two mobile phones and 9,500 rupees in cash before speeding off into the night on their motorcycle. The aftermath was, of course, chaos. Daniel, despite being thrown into the canal, managed to pull Pankaj to safety, both emerging battered but alive. Bibash, however, wasn't so lucky. The complaint mentioned, "We don't know where he is. I found his broken watch, but that's all. He's gone," wrote the tourist guide in her complaint. On Saturday morning, Bibash's body was recovered from the Tungabhadra canal, and local teams were earlier scouring the canal for a sign of him. Ram L. Arasaddi, Koppal Superintendent of Police, spoke to the reporters and said that the three men were pushed into the river. Earlier, the SP had said that the body wasn't found and the other two had swum ashore, but the attackers were relentless, physically aggressive, and even though the tourists outnumbered them, this incident occurred. He also added a grim theory and said that we think that this could be the work of a local gang. Efforts are underway to track them down. The surviving victims are now under care. Daniel and Pankaj were treated for injuries at a local health center, while the two women underwent medical examinations to document the assault, with reports still pending. Search efforts had continued for Bibash, but now his body has been recovered. Currently, the police are in the overdrive, chasing the leads on the three young men who have vanished into the night. The guide's description that they were Kannada and Telugu speaking, aged between 20 to 25, offers a starting point, but the clock is ticking. Stay tuned to the official YouTube channel of the Indian Express for more details, because this story is far from over.